Hello everyone. So this is the part third of exchange rate and forex business chapter 1 of BFM. So in this video we are going to study what is forward rates and how rates are quoted and how they are rounded off. And we'll also study what is arbitrage and along with this direct and indirect quotes. So in the previous video we already seen what is ready or cash rate, what is term rate, what is spot rate, and again we are going to study here what is the forward rate. So just for revision sake, I'll just tell you here. Settlement, if it's taking place on the same day, it is called ready or cash. If settlement of fund is taking place next day, means tomorrow, so it is called term rate. And if settlement takes place after 2 days, it is called spot rate. So moving ahead, we'll see what is forward rate. So forward rate is generally different from spot rate. How it is different? Generally, forward rates are different from spot rates. Means forward rate will be equal to spot rate plus premium. That means we have to add the some value, or forward rates are spot rate minus discount. So we'll take one by one. If forward value of a currency is higher than the spot value, or you can say present value. I repeat once again here. If forward value of a currency is higher than, means costlier, then currency is said to be at the premium. We'll take one example here. Let's say Great Britain pound. The rate of Great Britain pound, today's rate is 1.21 USD, US dollar. And 1 month forward rate, if it is going, that means same, one Great Britain pound becomes 1.2150. So that means 0.0050 rate has increased. So we'll say Great Britain pound has become costlier. So it is called dearer. So this is called premium. So premium, how much premium has been added? So premium has been added 0.0050. That means the rate of Great Britain pound has increased. Next we say what is discount. If forward value of currency is cheaper than the spot means present value, then currency is said to be at discount. We'll take one example here. If one Great Britain pound is, not today, we can take here 1.2100 USD, and after 3 months, if rate is becoming of same, one Great Britain pound is becoming 1.1100, so this is called at discount. How much discount has been there? So discount is 0.10, so this has become cheaper. So this is called discount. So we have to note here, if one currency is at the premium, the other currency is always said to be at discount. For example, if Great Britain pound is at discount, so naturally the dollar is at the premium. So this is the just reverse we have to accept here. So that means we have to understand here, means one is at discount, the other will be at the premium. Next, we have to study here what is the value date. Okay, so this term is more frequently will be using while dealing with the numericals. So what is the value date? This term is used to define the date on which a payment of fund or an entry to an account becomes actually effective. In case of payment on telegraphic transfers, keep in mind this term will be using in numericals also. Telegraphic transfer, the value date is usually the same in both the centers. So in telegraphic transfer, we will take the value date as the same in the both center. That is, payment or respective currencies in each center takes place on the same day, and there will be no gain and no loss. That means we will not put any premium. Okay, that means because we are settling the same date, so there will be no gain or loss to anybody. But if there is time lag between the receipt of fund at one center and payment at another center, then compensation should be paid to the party in the form of interest. Thus, the date of settlement of fund is called the value date. So we have to keep in mind when we'll talk about the value date, that means the date on which the settlement of fund is taking place. Now we'll see here how rates are quoted. So I just take one example here, like USD INR. So USD is kept at the top and INR is kept at the bottom. So 68.10 oblique 11. So this 11 represent in place of 10. How we have to read it? That means 1 USD is 68.10 and 1 USD is also 68.11. But you have always think in term of like you are a banker. Okay. So bank always purchase with this rate. Whatever the lower rate has been quoted at means this is the purchase rate for the bank 68.10 or whoever the dealer is there. So 68.10 is the buying rate for the dealer and 68.11 is the selling rate for the dealer. Means dealer will quote rate like this. So if you are a customer, then you have to think in different way. That means 68.10 will be for your means I'll repeat once again, 68.10 for the bank buying and 68.11 is the bank selling rate. So this will be opposite for you. 68.10 will be for your selling rate and 68.11 will be for your purchasing rate. This will be for opposite for yourself, for a customer. Second example, I'll take once again here. Like USD and JPY. JPY means Japanese yen is quoted like this 116.50 oblique 60. So what does this mean? Means 1 USD is 116.50. This is rate for the dealer or bank. They will buy with this rate and at the same time they will sell this Japanese yen with the rate of 116.60. So for customer, this will be opposite. Now we'll see how this means rates are rounded off. So rounding is normally done with the last 4 digit in the like you can see 00, 25, 5075. Last four means we are talking about the 1, 2, 3, third and fourth. After decimal, third and fourth place. We have to round off. How we have to round off? We take either 00, we'll take either 25, either we'll take 50 or we'll take 75 or any other method as per the given question. But normally we do like this 00, 25, 50 and 75. So let us see one example here. Let's say 1 USD is quoted at 68.9315. So we are going to round off here 15. So we have to see 15 is near to 00 or this is near to 25. So we can see this 15 is near to 25 because 25 difference is 10 but 00 difference is 15. So when we round off, we'll get how much will we get? We'll get 25. Okay, so that means we'll get 25 here. So that means rounded off value will be 68.9325 will get here because 15 is nearer to 25. Okay, we'll take next example as here, then we'll be more clear. Now rate is given 50.2339. Now you have to think over 39 means last third and fourth digit is nearer to 50 or nearer to 25. So this is nearer to 50. So rounded off will be 50.2350. Okay, I'll repeat once again here. When it is rounded off, it will be 50.2350. So in this way, we can round off the given currency because sometimes they ask the question round off. Okay, round off in this 25, 50 like this. So now next moving ahead, what is arbitrage in exchange? Because arbitrage is one of the technique where the businessman they do when they invest in foreign exchange, they use this technique to earn the profit. So in forex, the arbitrage consists of purchase of one currency for another in one center. Okay, they will purchase the currency in one center and immediately, almost immediately, they will sell this currency at the other center, means almost every time. So this transaction is called simple or direct arbitrage. So like say you are in Delhi, so you are purchasing dollar here at the same time for in Dhaka somebody is purchasing. So all sudden you will do the means deal in such a way that buying and selling is done simultaneously. So this is called arbitrage. This is technique used to earn the profit. Okay, and it is called simple if you are doing at one center, means if you are purchasing at one center and selling at another center, so they become the simple or direct arbitrage. But if you involve two or more than two centers, then it is called compound or three or more point arbitrage. Means compound arbitrage, we involve two or three centers. Means will be purchasing at two centers and selling at one center, or buying at one center, selling at two different centers. So it becomes the compound arbitrage. Okay. Now we'll see what is direct quotes and indirect quotes. So moving ahead, we'll see what is first direct quotes. Under direct quotes, the local currency is variable, whereas the foreign currency is always fixed. For example, 1 USD. If I take example of today, like 1 USD rupees 70. So 1 USD is fixed here, whereas the rupees keep on changing. So like second example, you can see here 1 USD now becomes 71.20. So day after tomorrow, so let us suppose that USD has become 69.80. So we have seen here 1 USD is fixed where the rupee is changing. So this is called direct quote. Okay, and the rates are called direct as the rupee cost of foreign currency is known directly. That means our rupee is changing, foreign currency is fixed. That's why we call it a direct quotes. Okay, and these direct quotes are also called home currency or price quotation. So you have to keep in mind home currency, this is called home currency. This quotes also called home currency or price quotation. Now opposite to this, that means indirect quotes. Under indirect quotes, the local currency remain fixed, whereas the foreign currency varies. Like for example, if I fix 100 rupees here, so what is the rate of USD dollar? It is 1.47 USD. Let us say to me today, and tomorrow it is becoming cheaper. So rupees 100 is $1.40. We are able to get it. Okay. Again rupees 100 we are getting to 1 point, not cheaper is costlier 1.40. Again 100 rupees we are getting $1.24. Okay, again rate is changing 1.8647. So rate are varying, sometimes become cheaper, sometimes costlier. So this is called, because under indirect quote local currency is fixed. That means our rupee is fixed 100 rupees, whereas the dollar the rate we are changing. So this is called indirect quotes. So direct quotes means our local currency varies where the foreign currency remain fixed. Opposite to this, indirect quotes, the local currency remain fixed and foreign currency varies. But keep in mind, what is the practice? Global practice is that the maximum rates are quoted at direct quotes. That means in India we also follow this technique. In India, direct quotes are applied. That's why we have seen here in the we are see now 1 USD is quoted at rupees 68.80 like this, or 69.80, whatever is there. That means dollar remain fixed where the rupee keep on changing. So with this we'll finish our video. Thank you very much for watching this video. You may subscribe this video if you like it, and you can refer to your friends also. I'm 100% sure this video is going to benefit you in the forthcoming CIB examination. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.